My name is Gary Silverside from Industry Partners Australia. Part of our group is the IPA Collective, and it's a collection of trusted, and I think that's the key word. The partners that we choose are being recommended by either our members or other partners, or we've had a long association with them. They are industry specialists, some of the best that, as far as we're aware, we can find around Australia. They offer consulting, training, and general services. Today I've got Peter Horsburgh. Peter's from Sologic. Hey, Peter.
G'day, mate. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Very well, thanks, mate. Good. And Peter, tell me a little bit about Sologic and the services they offer.
Yeah, sure. So I'm the managing director of Sologic Australasia, and essentially what we're trying to do, Gary, is to turn people into the world's best problem solvers. Or another way that we say that is that we teach people how to solve problems in a world of uncertainty, so they can navigate that uncertainty with confidence. And that's what we're trying to do here. And the way that we do that is we bring a process, okay, a process on how to actually solve problems, even though you're not certain about what's actually causing it. So that's the Sologic process, which you can see here on my shirt, Solutions Logic, okay? And we train people in how to use that process, okay? We call them a facilitator, and we train people how to do that. We've also got a software tool to support the process and also encourage and distribute the learnings from any problem solving that has been conducted inside the organisation. And that tool is called CauseLink, so it links all the causes together. That's the idea behind the name. And it's not just got the Sologic process in there, it's got the 5 whys, it's got fishbones, it's got timelines. So it's a little bit problem solving agnostic, yeah, but the main thing is it's a central repository where all the information or all the data that has been collected as a part of problem solving, whatever the method is, and so that everyone can reference that. So that's software, training. We also offer facilitation or independent facilitation as well. So we have been involved in some significant incidences that have occurred here in Australia. Obviously, I can't talk too much about them, but some of them have made the national news. Okay. And so what we do is we help guide, coach, mentor, or facilitate directly people through those problems when they're too close. They're too involved in the problem. They need someone independent there to ask the questions, to, obviously understand what has caused the issue. Okay. And more importantly, develop a pathway forward to making sure it doesn't happen again.
Awesome. Thanks for that, man. What's your key motivator? What drives you? And what drives Sologic?
So there's no secret here, Gary, that I've written a book. It's called The 5 Habits of an Extraordinary Reliability Engineer. And basically it contains 15 years of experience of being a reliability engineer in this book. Habit 2 out of the 5 habits is understand. Okay. And the way that I wrote that book is I sat down and thought about all the problems that I'd had in my career and what I could do to counteract those problems. Okay, there was over 100, but let's distill, and it all got distilled down to 5 don'ts, and then the 5 habits popped down. Habit number 2 happens to be understand. Okay, and being a corporate person, i.e. on the receiving end of the problems, okay, I understand the pain of not solving those problems, where problems reoccur, to the point where I was a manager in an organisation where they've had multiple problems caused by the same thing. Okay, and that was not fun, especially when the CEO comes and gives you a visit and asks what's going on. So my motivator here around Sologic, and I was honoured to be offered this in Australia. I didn't ask for it; they offered it to me. So the honour around here is to bring this method to the Australasian region, and it works. You follow the process, you know, you've got over a 90% plus chance of solving that problem first time, and that's that number that I've told you about is, you know, globally from all of the people using the process. Yeah, and that's the piece. I want to teach people how to solve problems the first time, even though they are uncertain what is causing it in the first place.
So talk to me about solving 90% of the problem, blah, 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 blah. That's fantastic. Talk to me about one example, just a short one if you can, please, Peter.
Yeah, sure. So I was asked to facilitate a problem, and Gary, I'll remember this to my grave, right? It's one of these ones. So I was asked to be an independent facilitator, okay, on a problem. Everyone was too close to it. So when we first turned up, it was a reliability problem with a piece of plant, right? My specialty, reliability engineer. And I remember it to this day. I had 20 people in a room, and we started talking about problems with this thing since 1983.
Wow.
Right? 1983, when the thing was first installed, and there was problems with this thing ever since. Right? Now, the interesting thing was, I didn't know the solution to the problem. I'm just facilitating it. But as we went through the process, it became very, very clear that one particular person knew the solution to the problem. And we actually proved that that solution would actually work to the team. And I still remember this moment to that day, when I asked a question as a part of the Sologic process. This particular person answered that question, and all of the other team went, aha, that's what we need to do. I remember that to this day. And that's where we want to be, is have people having those aha moments and moving forward with problems, you know, that, you know, this thing occurred since 1983. Okay, it's been an ongoing issue, and it was a critical piece of plant, and it stopped their business and all that, you know, all the magic stuff. And that's why I was sort of called in, and I still remember that to this day. And that's another thing that drives me, is those aha moments. Seeing people have that aha moment, they now see a path forward and they get on with it.
Oh, Peter, we've known each other some time now. What are the benefits that you get from the IPA Collective?
More people that we can teach. More people that we could spread the good news to. And the thing with members inside the IPA, they've all got a common purpose. They all want to get better, okay, in some shape or form, and they're actively looking to get better, okay. And no matter whether you use us or someone else inside the IPA Collective, you know, even the IPA members themselves like share information, because, you know, I was in an IPA like organisation in my corporate life, and, you know, we had problems and we could go to a member and ask that member, you know. And again, I'm honoured to be invited in as an IPA specialist, as you said, someone that is trusted and whatnot. So that's the benefit of being in a collective organisation like IPA, where knowledge is shared in an open forum, you know, and lessons are learned. And have I taken lessons from IPA? Absolutely. And have I implemented them? Yes, I have.
Peter, thank you very much for your time today. I do appreciate it.
No problem, mate. You're most welcome.
Thank you.